On the pole will be the 15 of Jedrick Sidler. On the outside will be the 3 of James Marsh. And then it's going to be Deacon Scott in the 10 and the 7 of Sam Douglas. Sam had to adjust something. He's going to get lined up here. Fun little class right here is that Deacon Scott just bought one for an affordable price. If you're a kid out there, you're looking to get in the racing, this is a class right here. Luke Bates, buddy, you might be a little too young for drift cars, but these bandoleros right up your alley. Here we go. 15 laps will be your distance, a little bit extra. Green flag is in the air. Jedrick Sidler out front in the 15, the 7 of Sam Douglas sitting there in second. Be the 3 of James Marsh. Here comes Douglas on the inside of Sidler. As Douglas now takes the lead, here comes Marsh as well in the 3. Marsh making a good run there on that inside, running there in third. Sam Douglas running a 13.239. 13.239. Ten more laps to go. Treble there for the 3 of James Marsh. As James is going to make a hard right turn and go into the pits. Here we go. Look at this battle for the lead. They're side by side. Sidler's liking that outside lane. He's making it work. Oh, look out. Lap traffic getting in the way. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Look at this race for the lead. Sam Douglas out front. Jedrick Sidler in the outside lane. The last race he was liking that outside lane as well. They're side by side. Here comes Sidler on the outside. Douglas on the inside. Doesn't get better than this. Two great young men right here battling for the lead. Side by side. New race leader, the 15 of Jedrick Sidler. Look at this, clean, hard racing right here. This is just like the drift cars we're doing. They're not even touching. 4 more laps to go. Oh, Sam not giving up. He's staying on that inside. Wow, what a race. Lap after lap, side by side. Aaron Douglas a little nervous over here. He's doing a little bit of shaking and moving around. Wow. Come on, I-44, make some noise. This is a good race right here. Douglas on the inside, Sidler on the outside. They're going to come around. Oh, they're both going around. Oh, no. Caution comes out. Woo! Come on, I-44, let them hear you. Tell you what. Woo! tomorrow, but Jedrick Sidler looking for his first feature win in that 15 machine. Looks like single file. It's going to be oh no, trouble for the 15, no start. No start. Here we go, green flags in the air. Here they go now in the turns 3 and 4. Out of 4, white flag is in the air one more time around. Here we go, going into turns 3 and 4. At the line, who's it going to be? It's going to be a 15 of Jedrick Sidler. The 7 of Sam Douglas second, the 10 of Deacon Scott finishing third. My goodness gracious. Take it around, Jedrick. You deserve it, man. Woo! There he goes, the top. Lebanon I-44 Speedway, make some noise for your Bald and Bougie feature winner, the 15 of Jedrick Sidler. Hey, let me see. Gotta see that for a second. Very good. Take off that helmet. All right. Come over here, Jedrick. First of all, remember the last race I told you, I said, I think this car could run on the outside. And what happened tonight, man?
Well, it stuck.
It stuck, didn't it?
Those drift cars definitely put down a lot of rubber, which helped us ride that outside line. I mean, that was the best battle I've ever been in with.
That's the best That's the best battle we're probably going to see tonight, because you guys were doing exactly what those drift cars were doing. You guys were racing side by side, not even touching for lap after lap. But we knew it eventually it probably would happen. It would happen, and then on that restart, you just took it away, didn't you?
Yeah. I really want to thank my sponsors, Wagner Portrait Group and All-Star Express. I also want to thank my friends and family, my dad, my brothers, and just everybody that helps out.
You just won a feature here at Lebanon I-44 Speedway. What are you going to do next?
Party.
Party! I hope you stick around and watch the fireworks.
We might.
Hey, I got a treat for you. Now, these are very, very precious to me, okay? I don't just hand these out on just any occasion, but on a special occasion. Jedrick, you just won the Bald and Bougie Bandolero feature, and you have been Bramble Springs Bakery Cream Corn. Woo! That's not the fireworks show, by the way. That's just confetti. Sam Douglas. Dude, you're going to be celebrating a birthday tomorrow. We're going to be swimming and having a good time. But first of all, dude, you and Jedrick, you guys are fine, good young men. To race like that, to race hard, side by side, lap after lap, not even the touch, as I told him, you know, eventually you might touch, but you guys did, but great racing, son.
Thank you. Winning is fun, but that was the funnest I've ever had. Being right next to him, he's a good racer. He held his outside good, and he's fast. Maybe if I would have spun out right there, we could have held it, but it's okay. I'm glad he won it.
Yeah, it's your birthday tomorrow, and guess what, man? We've got like 3 competitive cars, and we got another one that's getting ready to be competitive, and everybody out here has won. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it is fun to even myself be racing and all of these racing. First, I want to thank the good Lord for giving me this opportunity to do this, and I want to thank Martin's One Stop, Ed Midmo Car Keys, Ed's Flooring, L's Photography, I-44, Douglas Tire and Auto, Icon Graphics, Bramble Springs Bakery. Go get their cream horns, and my dad most of all.
All right, Lebanon I-44 Speedway, on the count of 3, let's wish him a happy birthday. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Sam. Happy birthday. All right, let's go talk to the 10 here of Deacon Scott. Deacon, first time out. You finished 3rd. Look at you.
Yeah.
You don't know what to say? Well, hey, first of all, I know a few people you got to thank to get this car here tonight.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Vin Scott, Victor, and Craig Shivers, and Travis Stamper.
Yeah, because they got you out here, didn't they?
Yes, sir.
They worked hard, and then you did your part. It's all in one piece, and you ran good. Good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, James, we're going to talk to you anyways, buddy, because we appreciate you. What's going on with the car? You got it figured out?
Chain fell off.
Chain fell off. That's common in these things, you know. We're learning a lot about these bandoleros, but you're going to get it back together and run good as you always do, right?
Yep.
Anybody you want to thank?
Cox Roofing, Southern Missouri Glass, Keeper and Sons, MPS, Marionville Power Sports. They got the best side-by-sides, ATVs. We're going to try to get them on the car soon.
All right. Are you going to stick around for the fireworks?
No.
Oh, okay, no. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for our Bald and Bougie Bandoleros. The 73 of Trick Masters, the 4 of Devin Russell, and the 27 of Nick Cherry. Green flag is in the air. As lap number 1 will go to the 73 of Trick Masters, the 48 of Jimmy Phone in 2nd, the 4 of Devin Russell in 3rd, and the 27 of Nick Cherry in 4th. As this is our new class, the Rolling Thunder class. Trenton Masters running a 16.201, 16.201. Jimmy Phone running a 16.413. Trenton Masters still out front. Jimmy Phone in second. Devin Russell in the third spot. And Nick Cherry in the 27 in fourth. Still Trenton Masters out front. Jimmy Phone in second. Devin Russell in third. Still Trenton Masters out front in the 73 with 5 more laps to go. White flag is in the air for the 73 of Trenton Masters, the 48. Jimmy Phone in second. Checker flag is in the air for the 73 of Trenton Masters. Jimmy Phone finishing second. Devin Russell coming home third. And Nick Cherry in that fourth spot. so far. 2 first-time ever winners, Jedrick Sidler, and then it'll be the 73 of Trenton Masters. You want it. You've got it. Get it, buddy. Oh, yeah, do a lap. What it's all about right here. This is what it's all about. This is what the idea of this whole class was right here. 8-inch tires, FAFO shocks with the Speed Oil pace charger, nose to nose with the 73. Ladies and gentlemen, let them hear you. Your Cover and Hilton Rolling Thunder feature winner, the 73 of Trenton Masters. First off, Trenton, you want to bet now?
No, not.
No, not anymore. These are one of the few that were saying, I don't think we're going to get this race in, but we got it all in. Trenton, first time ever win here at Lebanon I-44 Speedway. You set up there, you were over there, and now you're here. This is what this class is all about, you know, to get these older cars out here to give you a chance. And, man, she was on a roll tonight. She was smooth, looked good. Rolled right through those little bit of weepers we got, but she was fast, wasn't she?
Oh, yeah, she was. Yeah, it's a long time coming. It's my 6th year of racing and first feature win. I know it's only 4 cars, but still, it's feature win, and Jimmy's a 4-time champion at this track. So to race against him and to beat him, it's great, but he's helped me out a lot on this car. He was actually working on it this morning. So to have his hands on this car and to beat him, kind of feels a little special, but also thank you to him as well.
And it just shows how competitive this class can be, because that's a top runner in the Hilltop Rancho late models and put 8-inch tires on it, and you went out here and did business.
Yeah, I would like to say, like, there's a lot of people that say, oh, the super late models are too big, and that's why we can't run their cars or our cars in there. But I think this goes to show, like, I was running 3rd and 5th with the super late models. I'm going to run against them tonight. A little bit older tires, but I think we can run, late models can run in any class they want to. So I think these cars are super cheap to get into. Mine's a little bit more expensive than most, but to have that opportunity for drivers to come in, I think it's absolutely great. And I think we should, if more drivers want to come out and race, there's great ways to do it, and we can help you with that. So yeah, if you ever want questions about how to get into this class, please feel free to hit me up, hit Jimmy phone up, and we'll help you out.
He's won a lot of racing on iRacing, but tonight he gets his first feature win in 6 years of racing. It's the 73 of Trenton Masters. Hey, by the way, thanks to Bramble Springs Bakery, you just got cream corn. I don't like giving those away. Those are very, very good. Very, very delicious. All right, we're moving right along, getting a little bit closer to the fireworks, so stick with us. We got a little bit more racing to go before we get to the fireworks, but it's going to be perfect. It's going to be dark. Shut off the lights, light up the skies. And they also are giving out some gift cards to some of the drivers here tonight, so we appreciate Smokin' Jones Barbecue right up the road here off of Route 66. Also want to thank Speedway as well, and also thank our great sponsor, Hilltop Ranch, as well. So a lot of great sponsors here you can see all the way around the track as we get ready now for our 417 Sports Cars Chargers. Outside be the 53 of Joe Williams. It'll be the 23 of Nick Bradshaw. Green flag is in the air. Jaden Smith out front in the 13, the 23 of Nick Bradshaw in second. 53 of Joe Williams in third. Jaden Smith out front. Another driver looking for his first ever win. The 23 of Nick Bradshaw in second. The 53 of Joe Williams in third. Nick Bradshaw trying to work on that inside. Down the front stretch they go, and it's still Jaden Smith out front. Bradshaw on the inside. Smith making a run on the outside, trying to hold his line. Good racing so far tonight in our features. Jaden Smith out front. Nick Bradshaw in second to 23. Nick Bradshaw trying to make that run on the bottom, but Smith holding his line up on the top. Bradshaw now on the inside. Who scoots up the racetrack? Jaden Smith, though, lap after lap, holding his line, staying consistent in that 13 machine. Five more laps to go. Down the back stretch they go. Four more laps now. Can Jaden Smith hold on? As once again, lap after lap, he is staying consistent. If he was laying down a line, it would be perfect. Best run I've seen the 13 of Jaden Smith run in his entire career. Here we go in the turns number 3 and 4. Two more laps to go. Jaden Smith carrying that outside lane. Nick Bradshaw trying to hold it in on the bottom. Jaden Smith, look at this race fan, side by side. White flag is in the air. Come on, Jaden Smith, Bradshaw on the inside. Jaden Smith on the outside. He's got to run down the backstretch. Here we go in the turns number 3 and 4. My goodness gracious, what a race this is going to be. Down the front stretch, at the finish line, all the way to 13 of Jaden Smith. Woo! Hey, look at that. Sportsmanship right there. Woo! Tell you what, the most consistent run I've seen him run all season long. He wants the checkered flag. We're going to give it to him. He won the points championship last year with no wins. This is his first ever win here tonight. He is your current point leader. Lebanon I-44 Speedway, let them hear you. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, do me a favor. When this young man gets out of the car, I want you to be loud. While outside, you can honk again. First ever career win for the 417 Sports Car Charger feature winner 13 of Jaden Smith. Get up here. First of all, Jaden, we probably should have put the sale a long time ago because after you put it for sale, it's the best it's ever run. First of all, let's remind everybody, how old are you?
17.
17 years age, running out here. Hey, I got a lot to say about you. Last year, you won a points championship without no feature win. This season, you kind of had a lot of bad luck, but tonight, it's the best you've ever ran. I'm telling you, if you were laying down a line behind you, it would be perfect each and every lap because you were running consistent times, running a consistent line, standing up there on that high side, and Bradshaw was giving everything that he got, but he couldn't get it done. You got the win, man. How you feel?
I feel really good.
Anybody you want to thank?
Paul's towing. I want to thank him for helping me get out here tonight. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Jason and Paul's towing.
Anybody else?
Williams Welding, because they helped me with my car a little bit. Jonesy's, Martin's, Limry Farms, Domino's, and Woods Auto Service.
You just won a feature here at Lebanon I-44 Speedway on one of the biggest nights on the schedule, the Salute to 75. You know, you probably didn't get to watch him race, but that's special to you. And you just won, so what are you going to do next?
Probably going to go get some ice cream.
Gonna go get some ice cream. Hey, do we got any treats for him? I don't see no treats. You're good? Okay, you don't want to get cream for him? Ladies and gentlemen, your 417 Sports Cards feature winner, just got a message from the concession stand on the wild side. Food is half off. Food is half off on the wild side. So go get you some food over there at the concession stand until they run out. Martin's one-stop street stock feature. On the pole for this one will be the 01 of Tony Johnson. On his outside, it'll be the 43H of Corey Henson. It'll be the 16 of Mike Shaddy, the 00 Chris Johnson, the 71 of Don Morant, the 4 of Devin Russell, the 33 of Riley Sharp, the 88 Michael Jurgensen, and the 43. So he's going tailback. As the lineup says, he's starting on Johnson, Mike Shaddy, front row, Don Morant, Chris Johnson, row number 2, Ed Mangus in the 33 of Riley Sharp, row number 3, and Michael Jurgensen in the 43 of Corey Henson. 20 laps will be your distance. Mike Shaddy out front, your leader in the 16, the 01 of Tony Johnson in second. The 71 of Don Morant sitting in third with the 00 of Chris Johnson in fourth. Here comes Chris Johnson. On the inside there, the 71 of Don Morant. Right now it's all Mike Shaddy in the 16. Tony Johnson in the 01 running second, the 00 of Chris Johnson in third. Here comes Charlotte in the 33. Running on the inside of the 71 of Don Morant. Mike Shaddy, the good run out front, but here comes Chris Johnson, the 00, running down the 01 of Tony Johnson. Max Shaddy with a time of 17.974. Tony Johnson with a time of 17.982. Chris Johnson with a 17.825. As Chris Johnson moves up to that second spot. Riley Sharp will make a hard right turn into the pits. Mike Shaddy still out front, but here comes the 16 of Chris Johnson with a time of 17.765. 17.765. Mike Shaddy still out front, but Johnson is leading him in. Shaddy's been getting a little loose coming out of 4. Nine more laps to go. It's Mike Shaddy with a 17.888. 17.888. Chris Johnson with a 17.967. Right now it's Mike Shaddy still out front. 7 more laps to go. Here we go, Chris Johnson reeling in the 16 of Shaddy with 5 more laps to go. Here we go, working through lap traffic. What a race we've got down the front stretch, side by side. Lap cars coming into the picture. Johnson going on the inside, Shaddy on the outside with Corey Hinton in front of him. Johnson's going to use Hinton as a block. Johnson takes the lead going into turn number 4. Out of 4, down the front stretch they go. 2 more laps to go. Chris Johnson out front, the 16 of Mike Shaddy in second. One more lap to go for the 00 of Chris Johnson. Coming out of 4. Checker flag is in the air for the 00 of Chris Johnson, the 16 of Mike Shaddy second. The 88 of Michael Jurgensen third, Tony Johnson fourth, and Don Morant, the 71 in fifth. Tell you what, this is some of the best racing we've seen here in a while. It's the salute to 75. And we're still seeing it in action here tonight. Woo! He is your point leader. And a little bit of extra points to his point lead. Race fans, what do you think of the racing here tonight so far? Man. I'm so glad we came. How are you? Good. Top Street Stock feature winner, the 00 of Chris Johnson. Steering wheel drop. I said, Chris, awesome job. He said, I don't think I had the car for tonight. He did. He had the car. And I'll tell you what, he might have not had the car, but he had the drive. What we've seen him do on the racetrack there through lap traffic, absolutely amazing, Chris. How you feel, man?
Oh, I'm wore out.
Hey, you and what you did with Corey Henson, the 43 machine, was pretty good idea there. And get on the inside of him, and Chatty had nowhere to go.
Well, I seen Chatty was really loose up top, and Corey was holding his line. I mean, he just happened to be there. It was just luck is all it was. I mean, it could have been one other turn, and Corey was in front of me, so.
Yep. Man, wow, what a season you're having. You're currently the point leader. 2 feature wins this season for you. Man, you're having a great season. We appreciate you sticking around and doing this all season long.
Yeah, I'm having fun. That's it. It doesn't matter if I win, lose, finish last. My team, if they win, I win. So if I win, that's a consolation. You know, that's great. I love to win, but it's about having fun. It gets too serious, too much, and you might as well have fun or you're not going to like it.
And somebody special to you is here tonight as well, for right there.
Oh, yeah, my daughter's down here. My wife finally made it down here. She always gets forgot, but she's never forgot. She's run up and down the road with me for 26 years doing this.
You know what tonight is?
Larry Phillips Memorial Night.
You won a Larry Phillips Memorial feature win. How does that feel?
That is awesome. Larry actually was one of my biggest mentors. Used to talk to him when I wasn't even able to race. So to win on a night for him, that's for him. Thank you, Larry.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your feature winner in the Martin's One-Stop Street Stocks, the 00, Chris Johnson. Chris, you've got creamed on. I didn't get you very good. 4 features to go. That's right. 2 more features, and it's the big ones. It's the Bramble Springs Bakery Crown Vics, and then it's going to be the Hilltop Ranch late model Salute to 75, 35 lap feature. It's going to be good. The night has been outstanding. The night has been on top of the charts this season. As I said during our opening ceremonies, Larry Phillips, that name and the legacy that he had, it still echoes through every turn of this racetrack here, still in 2025, and we're seeing it tonight. As we get ready for the Crown Vics, as they get ready to roll out, sponsored by the best bakery in town. They have got a location on 2nd Street now. I visit there quite often, try to get there early to get the cream horns. But tonight, one of these lucky drivers is going to get a cream horn. 16 strong here tonight on the pole will be the 4 of Josh Hazel, the better Hazel. On his outside, going to be the 30 of Jed Rogers. Row number 2 on the inside will be the 69 of Chris Tender. On the outside will be the 12S of Ben Scott. Row number 3 on the inside will be the 74 of Don Rogers. On the outside will be the 62 of Scott Dial. Row number 4 on the inside will be the 28 of Jacob Merriman. On the outside will be the 7 of Rick Morrow. Bill Brown in the 00 starting in row number 5. And on his outside will be the 85 of Blake Sylvie. Row number 6 will be Jim Flannery in the 44. Then on the outside will be the 0 of Jacob Johnson, will be the 5 of Sierra Herden, the 27 of Dakota Scribner, and it'll be the 57 of Gay McCleany, last race feature winner, and the 48 of Benny Ward. A lot of shuffling around in the race cars this season. Everybody getting that mid-season jitters. New drivers. Got drivers in different cars. Here we go. 16 strong, 15 laps is your distance. Green flag is in the air. We're staying green. Josh Hazel out front, Ben Scott in the 12 in second. Caution coming out. Completed to going back to the original restart. With the 7, Rick Morrow, and the 74, Don Rogers going to the back. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. Josh Hazel out front in the 4, the 12 of Ben Scott on the inside of the 30 of Jed Rogers. Side by side for second. They come out of turn number 4. Lap number 1 is going to go to the 4 of Josh Hazel. The 12S of Ben Scott in second. The 30 of Jed Rogers in third. Here comes the 27 of Dakota Scribner. He jumps up there to that 4th spot in front of the 69 of Chris Tender. And here comes the 62 of Scott Gile as well, and the 57 of Gabe McQueenie. Hazel out front in the 4. Ben Scott in the 12S in second. The 30 of Jed Rogers in third. Here comes the 27 of Dakota Scribner. Scribner looking on the outside there. Oh, Jed Rogers shoots up the track. Not a lot of room up there on that high side. And they go into turns 1 and 2. Hazel in the 4, running that middle groove in 3 and 4. Ben Scott in second, but what about the race for third? As it'll be the 27 Dakota Scribner now. Pulls away from the 30, but here comes Scott Gile in the 62. Here comes the feature winner 2 weeks ago, the 57 of Gabe McQueenie. He's there on the inside of the 30 of Jed Rogers. Here he comes. He's working that bottom groove in the middle of 1 and 2. We've got 9 more laps to go. Josh Hazel out front in the 4, the 12 of Ben Scott in second, the 27 Dakota Scribner in third. The 12S of Ben Scott in second, the 27 Dakota Scribner in third, but look at that 57 of Gabe McQueenie in that 57. He came from the back, both him and Dakota came from the back to the front. Got the 30 of Jed Rogers sitting there in the 4th spot, the 5th spot there. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. Almost 3 wide for the lead, but we're staying 2 wide. Ben Scott, Josh Hazel side by side. Ben Scott on the pit road entrance, but he comes back onto the track. Ben Scott holding that outside line as it's going to still be Josh Hazel out front. Here comes Dakota Scribner on the inside, the 57 as well. Josh Hazel still out front, your leader. With 6 more laps to go. Oh, Dakota Scribner had to check up there for the 44 of Jim Flannery. Ben Scott making a move there for the battle for third. As Ben Scott now sitting at 3rd spot, but it's the 4 of Josh Hazel, the 57 of Kay McCleany, the 12 of Ben Scott. Here comes the 62 of Scott Dial. Caution coming out. We can't catch a break. Feature after feature, it keeps getting more exciting and it's more exciting. So we got 2 more laps to go. The race to win right now. Amazing stuff we got up there. All right, how many of you guys are cheering for the 4 of Josh Hazel? What about that 12S of Ben Scott? Or what about the 57 of Kay McCleany? Or how many 62 Scott Dial fans we got here? Or the 30 of Jed Rogers. 2 laps. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. Josh Hazel gonna send it into 1 and 2. Kay McCleany on the outside of the 12S of Ben Scott. They come in the turns number 3 and 4. We got battles all through the field. They come out. White flag is in the air. 1 more lap to go. Josh Hazel out front. Can he hold on? Here we go in the turns number 3 and 4. Here we go in the 3 and 4. Coming out of 4. Ladies and gentlemen, another feature winner, the 4 of Josh Hazel. Grandstand side, what'd you think about that? Better as the night goes on, and we haven't even got to the fireworks yet. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy right here, he's one of the better Hazels. He drives the number 4 machine. He did something special a week ago at Easter Elementary for their summer school experience. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bramble Springs Bakery Crown Vic feature winner, the 4 of Josh Hazel. Oh my goodness gracious. What a night it's been, and it keeps on getting better. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the better Hazels. He might not one, but this is the one. Josh, this has been a long time coming, man. You worked your tail off for this one. You said if you're going to win one, you're going to burn it to the ground. And you probably did. Those tires are probably gone, man. But you had a lot of competition behind you.
Yeah, we were close all year. I knew that once that 57 got behind me, I was kind of watching him in my mirror where he was running. I knew if I just ran where he wasn't going to get around me. He kind of threw it off in turn 3, but I knew as long as I'd have to run down the straightaway. So, long time coming, needed it bad.
You know why this happened, don't you? And you didn't even turn the right way.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah, we have 140 signatures from Easter Elementary on it. I hope one of them's here. That way it'd be kind of neat for him. But definitely a good luck charm. And we talked about it that day, that if I was going to win, it was going to be after the day they signed it. So
that's true. And guess what? Something special coming to you right now. The best bakery in town, Bramble Springs Bakery. Your mom is going to treat you with my favorite item at the bakery, a cream horn. You got a good one, don't you?
Oh, yeah, she's the best. I wouldn't be able to do it without her. Bramble Springs, Eddie, Mangus, Eddie Floor Installation, Bald and Bougie, my wife's business, my smoking hot wife's business. So we definitely couldn't do it without all them and all the time that she lets me work on it. So definitely fun. Max, my little guy, he gets me square in the pits. So couldn't do it without him.
All right. Well, now you better enjoy this one because you got to go watch. You got to go watch brother now.
Yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna get through tech as fast as possible and come up and watch him.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, your Bramble Springs Bakery Crown Vic feature winner, the 4 of Josh Hazel. Two-time feature winner, the 48 of Jimmy Fode. Row number 2 on the inside, going to be the 2 of Joey Strode, and on the outside, it's going to be the 27 of Joe Ross. Then row number 3 on the inside will be the 91 of Dylan Bates. On the outside will be the 5 of Matt Hazel. Anthony Ross in the 7, the 15 of Troy Snyder. Wild side, we need to get your lights turned off, please. Get those lights turned off. sitting there in second. The 25 of Justin Blake sitting there in that third spot with the 27 of Joe Ross sitting there in fourth. Matt Hazel in the 5, trying to jump up there in the top 5. As 5, Hazel now in your top 5. Jimmy Phone in the 48, trying to stay ahead of the 91 of Dylan Bates. As they go into turns 1 and 2, Dylan Bates going right on the nose, right on the bumper of the 48 of Jimmy Phone. They're looking to go side by side right here. As it's Jimmy Phone still out front, 91 of Dylan Bates in second. Jimmy Phone staying out front, trying to keep that 91 behind him. The 25 of Justin Blake running in third. Here we go, going into turns 3 and 4. They get sideways, but we got a car going around. Caution coming out. Caution coming out for the 15 of Troy Snyder. As the 48 of Jimmy Phone, still your leader in that 48 machine, the 91 of Dylan Bates. In second, the 25 of Justin Blake in third, the 27 of Joe Ross in fourth, and the 5 of Matt Hazel in that 5th spot. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. Jimmy Phone out front in the 48 to 91, and Dylan Bates in second. Here comes the 5 of Hazel. He moves up to that 4th spot, but look at the battle for the lead. Jimmy Phone and Dylan Bates racing hard for the lead. A little bit of contact made here. This is the salute to 75, Larry Phillips style. Dylan Bates going through the leapers in 1 and 2. He's not scared. Jimmy Phone running off to the track in the pit road. Dylan Bates step up to the lead. We've got a new race leader, the 91 of Dylan Bates. Jimmy Phone in that 2nd spot, but he's not going anywhere. He's going to stay right there in 2nd. The 25 of Justin Blake. What a run he's having in that 3rd spot with the 5 of Matt Hazel behind him. Oh! Caution coming out for the 5 of Hazel. Caution coming out for the 5 of Matt Hazel. Justin Blake in second, the 27 of Joe Ross sitting in that 3rd spot with the 2 of Joey Strode in 4th, and the 5 of Matt Hazel in that 5th spot. So the hood is off of the 48 of Jimmy Foe. So most likely when he got that flat tire, that tire hit that hood and busted that hood. So the 48 without a hood, 25 laps to go. Here we go, lights are going off. Flag is in the air. As it's Dylan Bates out front, the 27 of Joe Ross in second, the 5 of Matt Hazel in that 3rd spot. 22 more laps to go. Dylan Bates out front. Joe Ross in the 27 in second. The 5 of Matt Hazel. Hold on to it. Matt gets loose coming out of turn number 4. Dylan Bates, Joe Ross, Matt Hazel, your top 3. Great racing though for 5th between the 2 of Joey Strode and the 48 of Jimmy Foam. Caution coming out for the 48 of Jimmy Foam. Green flag is in the air. So a hard, tough brake hit there for the 73 and the 48. Once we get word, we'll let you know if he's okay or not. As the scores and not liking that start, brought out the caution, and then hard going into turn 1 and 2 there, and collected the 48 and the 73. Joe Ross up against the front stretch wall. He moves back to that 4th spot. It's Dylan Bates out front in the 91. The 2 of Joey Strode in 2nd. The 5 of Hazel in 3rd. Joe Ross moves in on that inside of the 5. 13 more laps to go. To go. Dylan Bates out front, the 2 of Joey Strode in 2nd, the 27 of Joe Ross in 3rd. Seven more laps to go, and it's all the 91 of Dylan Bates out front. The 2 of Joey Strode in 2nd. Four more laps to go for the 91 of Dylan Bates. Two more laps to go for the 91 of Dylan Bates. Checkered flag is in the air for the 91 of Dylan Bates. Joey Strode coming home second. Joe Ross coming home third. Justin Blake in the 25 coming home in fourth, and the 7 of Anthony Ross in fifth. Fans, stay with us because we're getting ready for the fireworks, so stay with us here. Great looking race car wrapped by one of the greatest designers of all time, Justin Day at Icon Graphics and Apparel, a great sponsor of here at the track. But race fans, let them hear you. Your salute to 75 Hilltop Ranch late model feature winner, the 91 of Dylan Bates. Dylan. Wow, what a race, what a run. I got to apologize, though. Last race, I forgot to wish you a happy birthday. And I'm not going to put that in your face, though. But he had a birthday on June 11th, so we wish him a belated happy birthday. But, man, you and Jimmy, you guys keep battling it out. But he had a little bit of bad luck. But, man, that race at the beginning was intense between you two.
Yeah, man, that was some good hard racing. You know, seems like it hurt some feelings, but I guess we'll address that when we need to. And you know, it's a good race tonight, and I'm really glad we were able to do this. You know, the redraw thing is really fun. I think it's going to produce a lot better racing than the full winter handicap thing. So you know, we're actually being able to race with each other, all of us, the whole field. So it's a lot of fun to actually mix it up like that and do some racing.
And we got the kids involved.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, and I also want to tell you guys too, ladies and gentlemen, these late models run on 10-inch slick tires. Me and Aaron, the whole crew, and some of you came out, and we drive this track the best we could. We wanted to get this show in. It was the Salute to 75, our fireworks spectacular, and we know you guys were on top of the wheels tonight because we got a little bit of weepers over there, but you guys did good, and much appreciated for sure from us.
Yeah, absolutely. Making it stick down there in 1 and 2 is a little sketchy sometimes, but yeah, I tried to feel it out down there in the parade laps and kind of found a line that worked, and we made it happen.
Another Salute to 75 feature win for you, and you thank all those great sponsors.
Yeah, awesome to get 2 Salute to 75s in a row. That's pretty awesome. Can't thank Joe Ross, Melissa McLean enough. They own this thing and let me wheel it. Can't thank John Chris Comedy enough. This guy's a true racer, and he's going to be pumped to hear we won another one. Everybody else, Michael and Carrie Marsden with Sentinel Foundation, Z-Max coming on board this year. All my great crew members down there, Jason Riley on the button tonight, Mike Scott, Eric Tracy, Larry Tracy, my mom, my dad, a whole list of people. There's so many I'm forgetting, it's not even funny.
Speaking of Riley, I heard Riley might have almost caused a little bit of excitement early because little Charlotte caught on fire close to the fireworks down there. Did you see that?
I saw it. I think he's all right, though. He's more disappointed that there's fire extinguisher all over his car. But.
All right. Well, Dylan, go over there and go to the tech shed and enjoy a great, beautiful fireworks show, man.
Absolutely. Thanks, Shane.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. Ladies and gentlemen, your Hilltop Ranch Salute to 75 late model feature winner, the 91 of Dylan Bates.